Hey folks, how you doing today? I'm here with my girlfriend Vel. We're in her living room. Decided to do a different type of video today. We're going to be talking about the biggest news of the day, Antonio Brown being released by the New England Patriots. So let's just get what you know. Okay, I'm a big sports fan. She is not. So this is
absolutely not.
This is gonna be a good balance, hopefully. We'll see, because I have plenty to say. We'll see what.
And I also have plenty to say. I don't think you have to be a sports fan to have interest in this topic.
Okay, lead, go.
But, so, for those that don't know what happened, just today it was announced that Antonio Brown, better known as
AB.
Right, he was released from the Patriots,
Yeah.
correct? Based on sexual assault allegations. I believe last I read there's 2 women now that have come forward saying that he's sexually assaulted.
No, the second one is he sent intimidating text.
So I actually read more about that. I saw the intimidating text, but I also saw, so basically the second woman, she was an artist that did some sort of a painting in his home.
Nude painting.
Right, and whatever happened there is whatever happened. We weren't there, but from what I understand, things didn't go down the way either one of them had anticipated. I say that to mean people were unhappy with the situation, and then following up with these text messages that Antonio had sent to her, but also including members of his entourage.
I think his agent.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure exactly who, but apparently, made the dumb decision to also include the target of his rage in that text, so it's documented, and she has the evidence, and it seems that's come back to bite him, shockingly. So that was the second one. In my opinion, there's no due process here. That was one of the reasons why this topic came up with you, because I'm not a sports fan at all, but I am very much a believer in due process, and I feel there doesn't seem to have been any sort of investigation. I know that there was talk of an investigation, at least with the text messages, but I don't know how much investigation can be done this quickly, and to release someone from their job without any sort of a criminal investigation. It didn't even, as far as I know, the cops are not involved. Am I correct there?
Not yet.
Okay.
I suppose.
There are no cops involved. There's, again, because there's no cops, I don't know about evidence outside of the text messages, so to release someone from their job this early, I think is a poor move. But, what say you?
You got to look at it from a completely different point of view. The NBA, the NFL, NHL, MLB, all pro leagues they have their own jurisdiction, so to speak. So, sort of like when I'm a Clippers fan, so when Donald Sterling got exposed very illegally, in California, we know both parties have to agree to be recorded. Donald Sterling was not a part of that recording, or he didn't know. He was very a part of it, he did not approve of it. But anyways, that led to his dismissal, and here we go with Brown. And it happens with a bunch of NFL players, like you say all the time. The ones that you know of are always in the news for all the wrong reasons.
It's interesting too, because specifically NFL, I feel like a lot of times it is NFL players. I'm sure, again, I'm not a sports fan. There are others that have gotten into hot water, different leagues. But I constantly feel like I'm hearing this NFL player, that NFL player, one after the other is getting busted for something. I don't know. I think perhaps it is a knee-jerk reaction because, from what I understand, there was a lot of criticism given towards the NFL because they weren't really doing much. Players were accused of these things. Again, I don't know about due process that was happening, but players would be accused of things in time. There'd also be video evidence of certain things that they would do that certainly were not legal, but they still were able to maintain their jobs. So I wonder if that contributes to the reason why so swiftly this decision was made.
Okay, so you obviously don't know the history with AB. AB last year played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the best wide receivers in the league, if not number one. He caused a ruckus, so they ended up trading him to the Raiders. He was a big attraction on Hard Knocks on HBO. He made a big fiasco regarding the helmet because he had been using it for 10 years and so.
What? I'm sorry. Why is that an issue? I don't get it.
Because the helmet he was used to got discontinued or upgraded by the league, so he had to replace the helmet he got used to using.
I noticed that you used the word upgraded. That was an issue, but carrying on.
Well, after 10 years, the league discontinues those models, and
Right.
these now new models are supposed to be new and improved, better player safety.
And he had a problem with that.
Well, he caused a ruckus about it.
Allegedly.
No. He caused a ruckus about it, and lo and behold, we end up finding out down the line that he signed an endorsement deal with a helmet company. So can it be that all that buildup was marketing for his deal?
I mean, it certainly sounds that way.
It is.
So I don't think you need to be that smart to figure that out. Good for him. Well, in that regard.
Yeah.
Seems to be really. I was gonna curse. Oh, you said it was okay, right?
Who cares?
He seems to be fucking up in every other regard, but yeah, get those helmets. Done.
So that was in Oakland. So then they have him, and it's not allegedly, they have him where he cussed out, called the general manager bad things, threatened him, players had to stop him, and they kept forgiving him, and eventually he just came out and was like, get rid of me, so they ended up just releasing him. Enough is enough. They hit their peak, boom, he's gone. The same day, the New England Patriots come and sign him. And they kind of did like a 1-year prove-it deal, and they did a 2nd-year option if
But
things had worked out.
If I also read correctly, what did he make it, like 12 days?
Well, with New England,
Yeah.
if that.
It was kind of sad. I saw a post.
He signed before week 1. He did not play week 1. He trained week 2. He played week 2, and he
And
got
then
released.
it was also really kind of sad and pathetic. It was like his one touchdown, and he's already selling it to fans, the football.
Well, yeah, what is he going to do with it?
I'm just pointing that out. I mean, that's how quickly your life can change.
So, yeah, my take is I have no problem how the NFL handles things, at least in this regard. There's very gray area in other instances, like Ezekiel Elliott and other players you don't know that.
I mean, I probably know of them if you were to go like deeper, which we'd save that for another video of what they did, because full disclosure, yes, and when it comes to sports, I click so much on sports doing bad things, like sports players doing bad things, that now I always get those notifications. This one's a wife abuser, this one raped someone, this one car accident. I mean, it's actually not good. It's not funny, but yeah, that's basically how right away when it comes to sports, I will ping him with that notification, because those are the only notifications that I get. Well, let me ask you this then, as a sports fan, specifically as an NFL fan, right? Because that's what we're talking about. Would you agree that perhaps the NFL hasn't handled things as swiftly as they should have in the past with players behaving badly?
No. I would say they've handled it as quickly as they can. You have to. We live in a system where it's innocent until proven guilty. So you have to. Even though I said earlier that the NFL is its own, in all sports leagues or their own judicial system, you still can't. And the NFL, just so you know, they have an exempt list. They were contemplating putting him on this list where it's kind of like he's suspended, but he's not.
Explain this for all the folks at home, and by the folks at home, I mean my mom, who also won't know what that means. What's
an exempt list? Is basically so, and that's not by the team. That's by the league itself. So that's why in this instance the league did not get involved. They didn't even have the time to. This was on the New England Patriots, the team. So if the league, if the Patriots, how I feel about this situation, Bill Belichick, you know who that is? That's the coach.
Yeah, I saw his name today.
So I feel he just got fed up and was like, "Screw it, you're gone."
Yeah. He was
like,
tired of getting asked.
Yeah, he's prepping for his opponent, and all the media is asking him is about AB, and he's like, "Dude," and I think he started the interview like, "We're not talking about it." And it just
so he was just over it, which I get.
And Belichick is no nonsense.
So then, okay, that's a good clarification for me then, because I was under the impression that this was forced through by the league. I didn't know that it was just the team itself, namely this, what's this, I don't know.
Belichick.
Him. So, okay, that's a good distinction to make, because I'm thinking, oh, this is the NFL just not wanting another big mess on its hands. They're forcing the team to do this. And that's why I kept at the start of this video talking about due process, of giving that person that's accused that due process, that investigation, like really actually proving, okay, their guilt before, innocence before, that you're accused of being guilty, which that's another video, but I was hoping, I was thinking that's what this was.
No, this is just the New England Patriots taking it in their own hands.
Okay. Well, even that being said, they're able to do whatever they want to do, of course, but still, you have no qualms with the fact that he actually hasn't been accused criminally of anything. There's been no, outside of the text messages, there's been no evidence released, and he just was let go because Belichick didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, they have a very first-class organization, and it's not just Antonio Brown, it's anybody. Like Tom Brady. Brady is obviously he's a six-time champion, and he has a lot more leeway.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Pick another.
A new player, because
Yeah.
AB literally got signed 12 days ago, like you said. So you come in and it's the Patriot way, and if you don't abide by the Patriot way, peace, you're gone. Enough is enough.
Okay, fair enough.
So the funny thing is, so my buddy Brian is a big football fan, and it's all over most sports sites. The question now is he done in the NFL, or is he going to get picked up by someone else? Because he is a top 5, maybe top 3 talent at his position.
I think probably yes. I think any team, though, that's even pondering that is going to kind of just stay away from the fray, see what comes of this. Will these cases, well, again, they're not even cases technically from my understanding because the cops aren't involved, but will this blow over? Will this be dropped? Will he not officially be accused of anything? And then, yeah, like if it happens within a certain amount of time that it doesn't take too long, if he's as good as you're saying that he is, but he's also as problematic as you're saying that he is, so that may, like, obviously, I think that will be an issue, but, it's about bottom line and money most often with things like this, so if they kind of can get this stink off of him, and he's able to just kind of play and get it done, I think a team would take him. I mean, why not? It's NFL, they want you to... Certainly don't want you to kneel, but do anything but kneel.
That's a whole nother topic. And it's funny you mentioned that because when I was texting with my buddy Brian, I was the one who posed the question about is he done in the league, and Brian was like, why is everyone asking that? Like, he's super talented and whatnot. And I in turn was like...
And he makes money. That's what's most important.
Well, I in turn was like, Kaepernick is super talented.
He wasn't making money because what was happening.
He wasn't making money.
Okay, let's before we completely.
He was a Nike freaking.
No, well, what does that have to do? What does that have to do with his team in the NFL? That's him making money. I'm talking about making money for his team. No, I bring that up because the big complaint with Kaepernick was that fans will be turned off and there'll be revolts and there'll be people that are protesting and not wanting to watch him play. This is completely different. There's nobody protesting whether or not Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
There's no one going to protest if he comes. I don't think. I mean, But with Kaepernick, it's a lightning rod, and people were more worried about their bottom line. I think with him, the reason why he would be picked up again, if all this goes away, is bottom line. If he's still as talented as he is, and he's able to just fucking play, that's what they care about.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing. Honey, he was, just to tell you, he got signed 12 days ago. Last week he caught, I believe, 7 balls for like 70 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, the one ball he's selling, it's cute.
He's got to make money somewhere now.
Listen, I mean, I want to see all of this unfold. I think well, not obvious to those that don't know me here, but you certainly do and would agree that I am one that thinks if someone speaks on being sexually harassed or assaulted, I want to hear them out. I want to hear what's going on there. I think that's the least that we can do. So until we find out more, I think it's, par for the course. There's going to be a lot more conversations about it. We'll see.
All right. You want to add anything else?
I think I'm good. How do you think our first YouTube video went, darling?
Besides the outtake in the beginning,
Well, we can include that at the end, like they do in the movies. With the credit. Executive produced, directed. Certain there was no writing.
No.
He didn't want to do that.
No, because
Like
then it would be a
bullet
friggin'
points.
script. Boom. Then let me just free flow.
Alright,
Because
well.
then that's kind of how sports talk is. Just go.
Well, I'm new to this world. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on here. And I hope we do this again.
Cool. Awesome. You're